Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Drew Lovett, and I started this channel to explore my spiritual health journey that I've been on for year 5 years. And I'm a creator, I'm a writer, I'm a storyteller, so I thought I would bring some of the stories that I'm inspired by on a daily basis and bring those spiritual practices that I make my rituals, my daily rituals, and share them with the world at large. I mean, why not? I'm actually hoping to dive more into plant-based and organic eating, and I'm nervous. So I figured if I brought this to YouTube, I could get some support, maybe try some new things. We'll see. But for my first episode, I just want to basically break down why I'm here, and then I want to talk about the first thing I tried from a holistic healing shop. It was a Twilight Restful Night Tea, and how that impacted my dreams and my history with dream analysis. So that sounds like a lot, but we're going to do it because it's fun. Anyways, so I just want to talk about why I started this. So I began this because I just graduated college. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to commit myself to as in a job. And I realized I need to think about what it is that I like to do. So I went to school for journalism. I minored in psychology. And throughout that time, I wasn't really sure like if I fit into the mold of the classic standard news journalist. And I wasn't going to be a clinical psychologist. I am too emotional, and I would take on people's problems because I'm emotional. I'm a Pisces. What do you want from me? So I realized that something that was a constant throughout my childhood and throughout my adulthood is my love of health and exercise, and how people tend to ask me for advice, ask me for questions. I know I sound annoying. I'm like, and I have people like ask me like why I'm so good no, okay. I'm here to share just because I think it's exciting to share your health journey, and I honestly have made so much progress, and I feel like everyone deserves to feel and be the best person they can be. So why not share what I'm doing, share some of my tools, and maybe I can help other people, and maybe they can help me, give me some tools. Also, eating organic, going plant-based, exercising, all the things that have changed my lifestyle completely are things that are sustainable and great for the earth, for you climate change believers and earth lovers and tree huggers. Should I make a rap? Anyways, so I realized that I needed to look back on my life and see what was constant, and that was healthy eating and healthy choices. So I go back to my childhood. I was a picky eater. I didn't like ice cream, soda, meat, cheese. I didn't like pizza. I didn't like chicken wings. Like, I'm black. I'm weird. Like, I didn't like that stuff. It tasted gross to me. I loved chocolate. I loved peanut butter. I loved vegetables. I had no issue with vegetables or fruit. And I'm nicknamed, like, my mom would always be like, are you a rabbit or something? Like, you just love, that's not even funny, but like, yeah. I just don't really like meat. So I was a picky eater, and that influenced a lot of my eating choices, and that caused a lot of issues at home. I can remember a lot of nights sitting at the table by myself and not waiting to be excused, and being in a fight with my parents. Like, they wanted me to eat the steak. I didn't want the steak. I would be dismissed. Anyways, it caused a lot of issues. That's a lot of strife psychologically for a child. I just didn't like it, but whatever. So I learned to eat once I started playing sports, actually. I'm a triplet, yes. So that means I am one of three. And I have a sister and a brother that are the same age as me. We were born on the same day. And we were heavily involved in sports. My older sister was heavily involved in sports. And the first sport I played was soccer. And I realized I was good at it because I was really fast. Really fast. I was a forward. And I loved playing it. And I realized that I would run out of energy. My parents realized I would run out of energy after the second half. Why? Because I was eating toaster strudels, Pop-Tarts, random stuff, or not eating at all before games. And they thought that the best thing to do would be to give me more sugar. So I would get so much sugar before games. 2 toaster strudels instead of 1. Waffles. Coffee bars. Yeah, I hated coffee. So I was like not into it, but I tried. And they figured that would keep me going, which it sort of did. Whatever. As I got into middle school and high school, my eating habits changed with sports because we were in scholastic sports. So I played field hockey, soccer, and basketball all year. And it was wonderful. I loved it. But before big games, especially in my household, we would have carb overload. So we would have like a big breakfast, and then we'd have that night like gravy train, mashed potatoes, meat, or like lasagna, or like a big pasta, so that you have energy like throughout the school day to get to your game so that you can still perform at your highest. So after years of gorging myself, which is what it sounded like, and then being in school and snacking like throughout the day at vending machines, and if I packed my lunch, I'd eat my snacks throughout the day. It just wasn't a consistent or healthy eating pattern. So then I get to college, autonomy, making choices by yourself, and I realized, wow, I get to do this all by myself. I get to choose what I want to eat. Like, this is exciting. Along with choosing your major and like friends and like decisions that'll impact you for the rest of your life. But anyways, the food was what was important to me. So we had Chicken Dippity, which was a wrap place. We had like chicken wraps. They were good, but it was, we had a sushi place and a grill, a sandwich place, pizza place. Then we had Reasoner. If anyone went to Shippensburg University, they've had their Reasoner runs the first week of school. The food was good. It just made you go to the bathroom a lot. I don't know why still. And Kreiner the Finer Diner, which was another dining hall situation. So you get to mix and match like what you want to eat, when you want to eat. It's not like anyone's telling you it's time to go to lunch or it's time for dinner, you know. So when I got an apartment with my sister, it was a lot of dining halls, fast food runs, and then like once you turn 21, you're going out, you're drinking, and then you're buying random food at Sheetz after that, like fried food. So it got better in college, but then it also got worse. I still continued to exercise, and I began meditation. So that was exciting. During that time, I realized I was getting anxious in class, and I didn't understand why. And I started to meditate. I started to watch tarot videos on YouTube, and they recommended meditating. So that helped me to quiet my mind, listen to my body. And then you get so quiet that you can listen to your body and you can respond. So I realized what I was craving. Sometimes I would eat whenever I was really just thirsty or dehydrated. That was a first habit to change. Then it was start drinking water more throughout the day. Because I used to hate water. I didn't like water. I don't know. So drinking water, and then it really just started to become eating healthier, eating clean. So I'd eat eggs, spinach, and it got better. And then when I graduated, I realized now I don't have like classes or anything to hold me back from executing these spiritual rituals, healing in essence for my body. And I can finally incorporate them into my everyday life, which has been awesome and great for me, and just overall a great healing experience, which is why I'm here. So during that time, I was contacted by an old friend of mine from elementary school's mother. Her name is Dr. D.K. Geyer. She is a holistic health educator and a store owner. And I'm just looking down at my handy dandy notes here. And she's also a Reiki healer, and her shop is actually located in Chambersburg. And like, it just blew my mind. I was like, wow, this is right in front of me. This is right in my area, somewhere I can make an impact at this store. She wanted me to become a holistic health blogger. At that point, I was in my sophomore year of college, and I still wasn't quite sure which avenue I wanted to go with journalism. And I couldn't really follow through. So here I am now. And I actually just want to thank her because she's the one who introduced me to plant-based eating. And we met like multiple times. And we talk about the world and how people are just so programmed to want bad quality food, and how people don't understand that food equals energy. It was dawning upon me at that point. My wheels were turning, and I agreed with what she said. But after these 2 years of being on my own and incorporating some of the things that she and I talked about, I realized how much it is programmed into our minds with the fast food, with the commercials, with what's easiest, what's cheapest, what's quickest to buy and eat. And I just honestly think it's time for us to be real about what we're consuming, because it affects how we feel, it affects how we treat other people, it affects the world, and it affects the climate. And yeah, I just want to thank her. So teas, herbs, spices, oils, crystals, and like I said, she does Reiki sessions, and she's just a good person. Like, you can't beat that. So yeah, that really activated my spiritual journey and propelled me to think more broadly about how I could have a greater impact on the collective in a way that is beneficial to myself and to others. So that's why I'm here. And I can't wait to share all that I have to share with everyone. I'm also an astrologer and a tarot card reader. I've also learned palmistry. And there's my tattoo. I have a 3 tattoo here. I don't know if you can see it. And yeah, I'm excited to share my life. 3 for my triplet. That's my triplet number. And can't wait to delve into topics and research and try new things together. And I'm excited. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.